You walk into the room where your team were high-fiving at the AI lunch. All green metrics. Bravo. 24-hour later, the legal team pulls the plug. The AI was violating three compliance rules. Could we miss this? In traditional delivery, we build, then hand it off to testers, then auditors, then compliance. Every stage is intended to watch what the last one missed, which increases costs and time to market. But let's not talk about that. Shift left flips that. Imagine you start with your compliance lead, ethicists, security pros. Before you get started with your initiative, you ask them about their landmines, what keeps them up at night. You use that information to bake in bias detection, audit logs, transparency features. You build the right thing from square one. I've seen this in action in the finance sector. On day one, the compliance expert asks, how will we prove this system doesn't discriminate? That single question reshapes the design. Bias tests are included as part of the system training. Audit trails log every decision. Explainable features are core. This is how we avoid compliance issues, technical breakdowns, ethical crises, and last minute heroics on the launch day. Here's how you can shift left today. Identify who has traditionally reviewed your work late, audit, security, privacy, ethics. Invite them to your next kickoff, not to rubber stamp, but to share their usual headaches, their biggest concerns, learn from their past experiences. Ask one question. What trips teams up on initiatives like these? Their answers become your checklist from the start. Compliance expert doesn't just point out pitfalls, they suggest features that become competitive advantages. Every domain, ethics, privacy, security, customer advocacy, when they're brought in early, they all spark innovation instead of friction. Look, I get it. You're thinking, won't this slow us down? Actually, it speeds you up. When you catch issues late, you wrestle 1,000 tangled dependencies. When you catch them at day one, you tweak one module and keep everything iterating. Seen teams slash implementation times over and over again because they never scrambled at the end. Shiftleft transforms gatekeepers into partners. They stop saying no and start helping you get to yes. During agile transformations, I've had these conversations with audit and compliance teams, and they sincerely become excited to get an early invitation to the implementation process. You may think otherwise, but they genuinely don't enjoy being the bad cops. I've had the lunch conversations with them and can assure you that they want your work to get out the door as much as you do. And they have the duty to stop it when needed. Inviting them early on gives them the opportunity to help you do that by essentially giving you the final exam on your first day at school. You know what you need to prepare for. This approach isn't new to Agile practitioners and mirrors ATDD, acceptance test driven development, where you define success criteria before you build. Shift left defines ethical and legal success before you design. You're not just building it right, you're building the right thing. As AI accelerates what we can do, mistakes scale faster and farther. Biased decision isn't one off, it impacts thousands. We can't afford late surprises. We must see them before we see them derail all the hard work. So, what's one group that you've typically dreaded to see and now realize would be good to have an early chat with them? Will you reach out to them and invite them to your next design meeting? Let us know in the comments. And if you'd like to learn more about ATDD and building quality into your process from the start, click one of these. I'll be happy to tell you all about it.